Good evening, everyone. It's a sad night, and we need to have a moment of silence for Ruth Bader Ginsburg. It's kind of serendipity that this night I chose to do this show is the first night of Rosh Hashanah, and also I'm doing a tribute to one of the pioneers of women in country music, Loretta Lynn, just as RBG was a pioneer in her field. So I can have solace in that and honor both of them tonight. So here we go with Coal Miner's Daughter, the biopic song that Loretta wrote about her childhood, and which of course was made into the wonderful movie that came out in 1980 and won an Academy Award for Sissy Spacek for Best Actress portraying Loretta Lynn. So. Well, I was born a coal miner's daughter in a cabin on a hill in Butcher Holler. We were poor, but we had love. That's the one thing Daddy made sure of. He shoveled coal to make a poor man's dollar. My daddy worked all night in the Van Leer coal mine. All day long he field hoeing coal. Mommy rocked the babies at night, read the Bible by coal light, and everything would start all over come break of morn. My daddy loved and raised 8 kids. My daddy loved and raised 8 kids on a miner's pay. Mommy scrubbed her clothes on a washboard every day. I've seen her fingers bleed. To complain there was no need. She'd smile in Mommy's understanding way. In the summertime we didn't have shoes to wear, but in the wintertime we'd all get a brand new pair. From a mail order catalog, money made from selling a hog, Daddy always managed to get the money somewhere. Yeah, I'm proud to be a coal miner's daughter. I remember well the well we went for water. The work we done was hard, and I would sleep 'cause we were tired. I never thought I'd ever leave Butcher Holler. Well, a lot of things have changed since way back then, and it's so good to be back home again. Not much left but the floor. Nothing lives here anymore except the memory of a coal miner's daughter. Except the memory of a coal miner's daughter. All right. Thank you, Loretta Lynn. She's still with us. This is the second show I've gotten to do of a living artist, and it happens that Loretta was born on April 14th, 1932, just 2 days after my mom, Shirley. So they're almost exactly the same age, 88 and in a few months. So glad to know that she's still out there. She's still been performing and, kind of amazing stuff. So you may remember back in 2004, not that long ago, she did a collaboration with Jack White from the White Stripes. He produced her album and sang a song on it with her called Portland, Oregon, and it's a CD that we love and enjoy. And the name of the CD is The Van Leer Rose, which is one of the songs Loretta wrote. It's actually the only album she ever did where she wrote every single song, which is kind of cool. In that first or second verse of Coal Miner's Daughter, it mentions that her dad worked in the Van Leer coal mines down there in Kentucky. So wonderful album, wonderful singer, wonderful songwriter, wonderful stories. 11 #1 hits on the country chart. So she was definitely a pioneer, one of the queens of country music, and really an inspiration. So, all right, this next song I did is one of 9 songs that she did that were banned because they were so controversial. And this be by far the most controversial of them. It's called "The Pill." She actually recorded it, I found out, in 1972, but her record label sat on it for 3 years and finally released it in 1975. It's actually her only song that made it onto the pop charts. It got to the number 70 on the top 100 Billboard chart. And there's lots of stories about this song. One of them that I was reading was that the rural doctors in Appalachia wrote to Loretta after the song became well known, and said that it did more to popularize and spread information about birth control than any of the campaigns and literature and persuasion that the doctors had tried for 15 years. So just a great story about that. So, all right, so I've never done this song before. I've gotten to really like it, and Loretta co-wrote it with a few other folks, and it's kind of comical, but it gets the point across. So. You wine me and dine me when I was your girl. Promised if I'd be your wife, you'd show me the world. But all I've seen of this old world is a bed and a doctor bill. I'm tearing down your brooder house, 'cause now I've got the pill. All these years I've stayed at home while you've had all your fun. Every year that's gone by, another baby's come. There's gonna be some changes made right here on Nursery Hill. You set this chicken your last time, 'cause now I've got the pill. This old maternity dress I've got is going in the garbage. The clothes I'm wearing from now on won't take up so much yardage. Mini skirts and hot pants and a few little fancy frills. Yeah, I'm making up for all those years since I've got the pill. I'm tired of all your crowing, how you and your hens play. Holding a couple in my arms, another's on the way. This chicken done tore up her nest, I'm ready to make a deal. And you can't afford to turn it down, 'cause you know I've got the pill. This incubator is overused because you kept it filled. Feeling good comes easy now since I've got the pill. It's getting dark, it's roosting time. Tonight's too good to be real. Oh, Daddy, don't you worry none, 'cause Mama's got the pill. Daddy, don't you worry none, 'cause Mama's got the pill. She got in an awful lot of trouble for singing that song. People hated her, the radio stations banned her, she lost sales, and yet she went ahead and did it because it's something she believed in, and it was pretty much the story of her life. She married at 15, had 6 kids by the age of 20, became a grandmother at age 34, and just endured an abusive relationship and a cheating husband, and all I can say is she managed to get a lot of great songs out of it, and none greater than the one I'm going to do next and last. It was her first #1 hit, and I think it's very autobiographical and resonated with women all over the country, and it was written by Loretta and her sister, Peggy Sue Wells. So let's see here. What else to say about Loretta before I do this last song? Let's see here. I recently was lent a book that Loretta wrote called Me and Patsy Kicking Up Dust, all about her relationship with the great Patsy Cline. They only knew each other for about 2 years, but they became super fast, inseparable friends. And of course, when Patsy died, it was a tremendous loss for Loretta, and it was right at the beginning of her career when she was just starting to get some traction in Nashville, and sure enough, within a few years, she won Country Singer of the Year, etc. She's won numerous honors. She's in the Country Music Hall of Fame. She's gotten a Grammy Lifetime Achievement Award, as well as several other Grammys. As I mentioned, lots of #1 hits. A movie that won an Oscar, just all sorts of awesome things about Loretta. So, all right, one more song, kind of a fun one to sing along to, and I know our hearts are heavy tonight, and I'm hoping that music is something that just brings us together and gives us some joy, and especially thinking about the pioneering role of Loretta Lynn, and Shana Tova to all who are celebrating the Jewish New Year. So, yeah. Well, you thought I'd be waiting up when you came home last night. You've been out with all the boys and you ended up half tight. Liquor and love, they just don't mix, leave the bottle or me behind. Don't come home a-drinking with lovin' on your mind. No, don't come home a-drinking with lovin' on your mind. Just stay out there on the town and see what you can find. 'Cause if you want that kind of love, well, you don't need none of mine. Don't come home a-drinking with lovin' on your mind. You never take me anywhere because you're always gone. And many a night I've laid awake and cried here all alone. Then you come in a-kissing on me, it happens every time. No, don't come home a-drinking with lovin' on your mind. Don't come home a-drinking with lovin' on your mind. Stay out there on the town and see what you can find. If you want that kind of love, you don't need none of mine. Don't come home a-drinking with lovin' on your mind. Don't come home a-drinking with lovin' on your mind. Stay out there on the town and see what you can find. 'Cause if you need that kind of love, well, you don't need none of mine. Don't come home a-drinking with lovin' on your mind. All right, Patsy Cline. No, I'm not doing Patsy Cline. Sorry, Loretta Lynn. My brain is kaput tonight. All right, so 3 songs from the great Loretta Lynn, born in April 14th, 1932, in Butcher Holler, Kentucky. She is 88 years old, and thank you, Loretta, and thank you, RBG. Up next is Willie Nelson. He's 87 and going strong and supporting Farm Aid and marijuana legalization, etc. So, and great songwriter and singer, outlaw artist. So this will be, I'm not sure if it's Monday or Tuesday, I'll be doing Willie Nelson. I'll, of course, do Crazy, which Patsy Cline made famous, that Willie wrote. Also, Blue Eyes Crying in the Rain, which Willie didn't write, but he made a great version of it. I believe Fred Rose wrote it. And then an old song of Willie's that Joan Baez and a few others covered. It's called one day at a time, which is how we're getting through this pandemic. So I love y'all. Thanks for listening. Stay strong, and viva democracy. So take care. See you next time.